Okay, what tips do you have for negotiating salary as a recent graduate or career changer versus a more tenured individual? Are there differences?
There are huge differences. As a new graduate, you have a degree, right? Like you have a degree, you can't speak to the value that you bring to the organization. So no matter what, your break even point, and I talk about this in the book in Triumph in the Trenches, anthology for Black stories in the workplace. Um, you have to be at a break even point that is probably 18 months to 2 years out. And that break even is when the company is actually making money from you being in the role. When you first join, you are really costing the organization money oftentimes
Right.
as a new grad because you don't know their systems, you don't know their processes, you don't know the people. You need time to get up to speed. It takes about 6 months for a lot of folks just to learn who to call, right? And normally that break even point is different for every role, but it's normally past the year mark. The company's losing money that first year. Once you start to add value, once you start to really have your feet on the ground for the role, you're delivering against your objectives. Now you got something to offer. So it's very different from a new hire. For a new hire, you're really only relying on, do you often have a competing job offer? I got offered this from another organization. Can you match it? Right. So that's just an asset to making sure you have multiple opportunities to join the organization. Not I put all my eggs in one basket. I don't even know what other people are offering. And then as a tenure individual, when you have more experience, you've documented evidence. I call it you bring your receipts. You have receipts from the organization, whether it's people telling you how great it is to have you on their team, whether it's people telling you how the project would have never gotten delivered without your support, whether it's I delivered my project on time and under budget, right? These are your receipts. These are your receipts that you can go to your manager, to your director, to your HR partner with and say, here are the receipts for what I've done in this organization. And I believe that reevaluating my compensation is appropriate now. And then my always ringer, if you get more responsibility, if you're asked to push, if you're asked to do something different that is significant, right, that can be measured, it needs to be significant and measurable. If you can tell them both of those things, it's totally appropriate for you to negotiate for extra compensation. That's kind of one of the critical things.
Amazing.